Welcome and welcome back, Changemakers. If you're new here, my name is Kyra Siva. I am a spiritual mentor and healer, and today we're going to find out what your next big breakthrough is. Before we jump into this, I just want to let you know, if you're interested in a private reading, the link is in the description. I will never reach out to you, and you are always welcome to reach out to me to get one of those. And Patreon this is the softest launch ever of my Patreon. But if you want to support me as a creator, dive and get deeper into your spiritual life and get exclusive pick-a-card readings, you can check out all of that good stuff over on Patreon. The link is in the description. All right, beautiful change makers, go ahead and take a deep breath. Connect with your intuition. This is pile number 1. Pile number 2, and pile number 3, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, and I'll see you over in pile number 1. Pile number 1. All right, this is your next big breakthrough. This is the first day of February, actually, when I am filming this in 2025, and I am so excited because this is your breakthrough that happens. I live in the Northern Hemisphere. It is winter here. It sure doesn't feel like it, but this is your winter breakthrough. And if you're on the other side of the world, then this would be your summer breakthrough. All right, pile number 1. Your next big breakthrough is all about having breakthrough, carrying out an idea that you've been holding on to for a long time. There has been something that you have wanted to do, and every time you get like almost started to go on it, or you go on it a little bit, and then it's like something inside you just puts the brakes on, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to hang out here. And then you take a little more action, and then you stop, and you take a little more action, and then you stop. Your next big breakthrough is that the time has finally come where you understand and realize the beautiful and powerful impact you can have by actually carrying out this idea, and how much it's going to help your life and the lives of people around you. So down here, one of the things I just had to point out to you all, because when I flip over the cards, I just flip them over. I don't put cards together. I just, however they were pulled is how they get turned over. And we see here in this Gemini, in the new moon in Gemini, this woman is like staring. They're like having a staring contest here. She's like staring out into the world, and this grasshopper is like, are you going to take this leap of faith? Are you going to take this leap of faith? Are you going to do the thing? So your spirit team is really showing up, represented in this card of saying, we have been giving you the nudges. We've been giving you the guidance. We've been giving you the plan. We've been giving you some inspo, but you have to take it, right? Like you have to take the action. I can show you how to do it, but you have to be the one that does it. So they are pensively waiting. They are excited. You see how this grasshopper, if you think about grasshoppers, they can like bound in far distances. They are ready and excited to support you and help you on this journey with your breakthrough. And ultimately, it is about you having the inspiration and having the idea and then getting to work. So the idea is you want to take what you see in your head and move it into your hands. Your hands are powerful creators in the world. Your hands literally shape the world around you. You have this ability to carry things out. So that can be a great practice of when you're thinking about this idea, and then whatever the issues are, the sort of lack of apathy, or being like, well, this isn't going to make that big of a difference, or it's procrastination, right? So they are basically saying, instead of sitting into the procrastination of wanting to do the thing, but never actually executing on it, imagine that idea flowing down into your arms, all the way down past your elbows, all the way through your wrists and into your hands. Give that idea energy. Put the energy into your hands and get to work. You have an incredible ability as you do this to make it an act of service and an act of love. The word that they're giving me in my heart is philanthropy. Like, you have this ability So I'll just explain this feeling they just gave me. It was like a warmth of my heart just kind of melted over it. And then the word philanthropy was sitting in my heart. Normally I hear those messages in my head more so, but that was very much a heart message. We have devoted and loving, and the queen of saintly women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. This inspiration dream idea that you have been cooking up on the back end has really, really been inspired by divine love. You cannot go wrong as you move towards true unconditional love, as you turn yourself into the loving character that you wish was out into the world. You have this experience of going through this, of when you hit procrastination. That is the moment to breathe out, emotionally detach from, this is going to make it sound so easy, emotionally detach from procrastination. I know it's not that easy, but hear me out. When you hit procrastination, when you hit those thoughts that put the brakes on you taking physical action, take a breath, breathe it out, just let the procrastination go. Put some space between you and the feeling, right? So detach from the feeling. Recognize, okay, I feel like I should procrastinate right now. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to keep one eye looking at this procrastination, and I'm going to channel this idea down into my hands and take the next right action with it. This is all about this dynamic right here, which is you working with your spirit team to take this leap. And I promise you, little bits, like if you can do a little bit, then you can do a little bit more the next day, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Because ultimately, you are getting divinely inspired ideas, and this is the ideas that will help improve humanity and the planet and relationships in your life and other people's lives. And now is not the time to just keep thinking about it. Now is the time to have action. Now is the time to have flow. Now is the time to bring these ideas into creation and to experience the joy. There's a lot of joy waiting for you in this experience. There is a lot of happiness that is available to you in this experience. There is a lot of love available to you in this experience. So they really, really want to hit home. Like, do the thing. Go out there and do the thing. I also would just like to point out how much blue you have. We have these two blue cards, a blue card. There's dots of blues. Like, you have a very pronounced color scheme going on. So this could really be related to speaking, to your ability to creatively express yourself in the world. We also have these fiery reds and oranges. That to me really symbolizes the inspiration. You've been giving this inspiration. Even in this Four of Cups, where you're like, oh hum, we have these colors in the background where even in these moments of procrastination or hesitancy to take action, you have this background of inspiration that is sitting there that needs to express itself. It needs to come out into the world, which I love. And then we have these pops of green in here, which is very, very much tied to your heart center, very much tied to that healing capacity that you have. And a lot of what the inspiration could potentially be about is really you sharing your heart with the world, you sharing your gifts of healing with the world, you sharing the creative expression of who you are as an agent of healing into the world, which is beautiful. Pile number 1, I would love to know what your idea is about, because it sounds really incredible based on how your cards are. It's really, really cool. Okay, pile number 1, this is your next big breakthrough. You are going to do the thing that you have been inspired about doing. So get out there, leave me a comment below with what that is. I would love to hear about it. And until next time, pile number 1, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. pile number 2. All right, let's dive in. This next breakthrough is very career oriented, or is you stepping into the next level of your leadership. Sometimes people are volunteer coordinators, or they are, leading their spiritual groups. So it's not necessarily only career related, but the majority of this is about you stepping into an active role as a leader, and you are helping the group with their creative expression, and you yourself are going to that next layer of your skill set as a leader. I know so many people that are like, I would love a leadership position and I want, the pay rate to go with that. And the reality of those positions are oftentimes you are very squished between what a company wants you to do and what the employees feel is the best route. And it's not actually easy. Also, just learning to facilitate and hold space for people and have to really be under scrutiny all of the time isn't always the easiest path. And a lot of people think that they want that, and then they find out it's actually kind of hard sometimes. But that's okay, because you're one of those people that's going to be naturally successful at this. You already have a lot of leadership abilities. And we see here in the 8 of Cups, you're ready for this. You are ready to step into the unknown. You are ready to step into this next phase. I actually really love this little story that's going on up here. We have this person who's ready to take that next step in their lives. And then we see them sitting on top of this horse. And that to me is just this very leadership position. You are now in front of the crowds. You are now managing people. You are now really showing people who you are in this way. It's also this incredible time for you to deeply connect with your emotions and your intuition. And the message that your spirit guides are giving me is that you have such an eloquent way of expressing yourself, whether that is through I just want to say creative a million times, your creative expression, or it is your ability to intuitively navigate the situations in your life. Either way, it is causing this wonderful new beginning for you. It is a time where words are really on your side. I was just looking down here at the parrot spirit, where the divine is really on your side. You have a lot of good juju with this. You have a lot of potential, right? You're an innate person that can hold a leadership position in a really ethical and good way. So part of this new moon in Scorpio and the moon can also be tied to, as you step into the uncomfortability, there is always going to be a learning curve. There's always going to be some uncomfortability. And I would really encourage you, as this next layer of leadership that you are taking, to really own the areas that you aren't as skilled at. like own your ignorance in the best possible way. A lot of times, if you just tell people, I know a lot of things, but I don't know everything, it actually garners more respect, because people are like, you're being authentic and you're being real and you're telling us the truth. And already, we already knew that, by the way. So sometimes just being transparent and clear with people really is the best possible way. And we see that reflected down here in the parrot spirit, which is, as you move in this way of leadership, you need to be very aware of the words that you are saying and who and how you are saying them, and also aware of the stories you hold about yourself. Up here in the tantric card, this again, I just want to, the words that keep coming to me are a marketing director, or what are they called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called right now, but you're basically like the director of creative expression for advertising and marketing campaigns. It's very much oh, what is that called? I can't think of what it's called right now, but it's this ability to merge your creative expression to produce an outcome. You have an incredible ability to take concepts, to take imagery and really meld them into material life. You have this incredible ability to connect to people and understand their deeper pains, the deeper needs, and to really sort of look at the issues in a more holistic way. And they're showing me the plant that's growing around her, right? Everything is about this integration and this merging of ideas, which I think is incredible as a leader to be able to model that and demonstrate that and show people what it's like to really, I call it what is it called? Servant leadership. I think that's what it's called. But it's this ability to show people in such an authentic way, here's how you can really hold steady and strong and facilitate and give vision and encouragement, and also deal with the things that aren't always easy to deal with in those kind of positions. Wow, this breakthrough is really just about you. I hope you feel really good about yourself, because this breakthrough is about you feeling really, really good about who you are and how you move in the world. And it's just the beautiful integration that you have with your soul and your intuition and your ability to express yourself out into the world in such a way that it inspires confidence in the people around you. All right, pile number 2. I'm very excited for your breakthrough. Congratulations. Let me know down below what creative outlet, leadership outlet, I could say creative and marketing director a million times, because that's the words that keep coming up. But I would love to know, you may not be that, and it may be some other creative thing. And I would love to hear who you're leading. What are you doing? Leave me a comment below. All right, pile number 2. Until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. You have such an interesting breakthrough coming. So there has been a situation in your life that you're like, I need justice. This is a circumstance that you have been trying to move forward and it keeps getting blocked. And it could be something to do with the legal system, or you're going through a divorce, or there was a contract broken, or you are, fighting with an ex-employer for a wrongful termination. Like, there is some situation that has happened that you were wronged in. And that situation has just been stuck. The good news is your breakthrough is that you are going to get a breakthrough in this situation, and it will favor you on the outcome. You will have the fairness and justice for the situation that you deserve. The message with that is that it is a time to get help with that situation. So if you feel like you keep running into those roadblocks, you need to get a third party to come and help you unstick the block. Or this could mean that you already have that person, or that person is actively coming in to help you. Like, they are going to make sure that you have all of your paperwork filed correctly. They are going to, if you have a lawyer or anything, they're going to be there at your back. So it is nice to see that part of this breakthrough is you getting the help that you need and that you deserve. The beautifulness, right? So we can look at this point of stuckness or tension as like a little ball, right? There's a lot held onto it, and at the same time, this is just one part of the equation. As you get unstuck from this, as you experience the true retribution, the true fairness and justice that you deserve to have, a whole new life is opening up for you. So the best example I can give of this right now is you're going through a divorce and you've got your paperwork, you sign your paperwork, so you've got it going through the court system, and the court has approved and signed off on your divorce. And now you have the whole new life. You have this whole new level of freedom because you're no longer tied to the person you were tied to previously. It is going to open up an enormous amount of your emotional space, your creative space. It is all about you finding yourself and you being able to really claim this independence. Independence doesn't mean you do everything on your own. Independence is knowing what you can do and what you need to ask help with. And so you have this beautiful cat spirit over here, and the cat spirit is looking like, hey, cool, like I got help, the help that I need. And at the same time, I'm still my own person. I'm in the driver's seat of this exchange. I am moving forward in life. Your spirit team also really wants you to pay attention to the dreams that you have. You have a new life that is emerging. You have a new path, a new adventure before you. And your guides really want you to understand and be in the energy of the freedom and the playfulness and the exploration and the excitement that comes with that. Even as you navigate this, the more that you can add a light-hearted, playful attitude, the easier it will be to navigate all of it, because the sort of, I don't want to say like the darker parts of the energy, but the sort of clingier, want to hold you into place kind of parts of the energy can't do that when there's nothing for them to grasp onto. So this is just such a great indicator of keep being super playful, get through this dynamic, get through this situation. And then this situation, I know I said it's like a ball. This is what I was trying to say with that. The situation itself is like 20%, right? Like 20% of your life focus. So the other 80% can be about you dreaming, you creating the house you want, you creating the lifestyle you want, you know, exploring different avenues of, interests, new hobbies, new just things that you would never normally go out and try. You're out there trying those things. And that's because you don't have to spend all of this time on this issue or thinking about it or feeding energy. You get to spend all of this time really embracing your empowerment and getting out there and doing the things you want to do. It's like if you were in a relationship that, say you wanted to go out dancing, but your partner never wanted to go out dancing, but now you're no longer with them. So now you can go out dancing. Now you can sign up for that dance class, right? It's that kind of idea. It's like you don't have these things holding you back anymore. So now you have the power to go out and embrace the newness of life. What a cool breakthrough. Good breakthrough over here, and then amazing breakthrough in terms of just your next phase and growth of life. I love that for you. I feel inspired by this. I also want to point out this timing, because these cards, the level of the full moon is actually very similar. So it's like, this is like the representation of you in this process. You're the lit up part, right? You have all of this new life that's growing, right? It's waxing. There's going to be more growth to it. There's going to be more growth towards that full moon. And at the same time, it's kind of just nice to see, okay, I'm just sort of in the beginning part of this process, and I have so much more of a full life to live into and my dreams to live into. This is really about you being bold, doing the things you want to do unapologetically, and really embracing this new version of your life. I love that. I love your breakthrough. It's exciting. Okay, pile number 3. This is your breakthrough. I'm so excited for you. If you like this reading, don't forget to like and click subscribe, and check me over on Patreon. And the link is in the description if you'd like a private reading. Until next time, pile number 3, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day.